stuff that I would like to kind of make, but I don't want I don't want it to be like a recolor. And you know how like the Fry squinting meme, like most people just kind of like paint him to look like their character and call it a day. Like I don't want emotes and memes that look like that. Not because like copyright or anything like that. I just want them to be uniquely my own character's expression, right? So trying to get that kind of squinty X thing was really hard for me because like that's not something I traditionally do with my character. Like she does do it, but I haven't drawn it for a very long time, so to be able to get it drawn was hard. And the same kind of concept as I was saying last night when I took an old drawing and I tried to like work with it. The logic's there, right? I've done it before. I've drawn it myself. But to like redo it and rework like the lines and all that stuff like a decade and a half later, it's a bit of work. Oh my god, stop killing me. God, this look's gonna get me dead. Yes, go away. I can get the shaman now. Hold on just a second. There we go. Okay, 2 shamans are dead. Let me get out of this area and move back a little bit. It's a bit safer. Here, have a decoy, mate. Did I get Wert's leg? Out of interest? Yes. Cool. Alright. So these are all the ones I would use naturally. As well as the incredible pouty face, if I could afford. Yeah, no, the pouty face, so that is my only, like, kind of trace drawing. So that was the first emote I made for this channel, actually, it was pouty. And I hadn't drawn in years. And I wasn't entirely sure that I could draw. Like, the muscle memory just kind of wasn't there. I hadn't drawn since basically 2011. It was like 2022. So it'd been a while. And I was drawing with a mouse as well in a program that I didn't know. So from my perspective, I was like, well, I literally will do better if I just grab some, like, you know, what do you call it, like a expression or whatever, a existing picture, and kind of like work with that. So that was from, I think she's Aqua. I think the character's name is Aqua, and I can't remember the, yeah, I can't say Aqua. Yeah, it's literally based off Aqua. So it was kind of like somewhat traced. Some elements of it are changed, so it's not 100% copy. But at the same time, it is mostly, obviously, Aqua and stuff. But I made it the tier 3 because I don't like it. A lot of people really, really like the pouty emote, and I don't like it. I have 2 emotes that I want to make instead of pouty. I want to have a crying emote, and I want to have a pout emote. So puffed cheeks is pout, and I want to have the crying emote being more like tears in her eyes, kind of like how she looks at the moment, right? But because I don't like the emote, and because it's basically a trace, which sounds stupid that it's basically a trace and I've made it the most expensive emote to get, right? It's more so that it's, I don't want people using it around the internet as much. Like, it's there. If people have it, they can use it. A lot of people really like it, but I want to do it again. I want to draw it from scratch again with my own character's actual, like, pouty, tearful expression kind of thing. Not Aqua's, because it's basically just like Aqua's face with my skin, and it feels weird to look at, you know? So I use this sip one quite a bit already. Yeah, I like the sip one, the drinking emote, because like whenever I'm watching people, like, I kind of have that, you know, have a drink, eat some popcorn, like watch the show kind of effect. So that's why I like that. I actually, so I've seen some people's emotes and I'm like, I love them and I think they're so awesome. I think they're a great idea, but I'm not going to copy them. So I kind of like had to figure out, well, how would my person drink? Like, how would I sit there? How would I sit there and like watch a show, and how would I drink a drink and stuff like that? And then draw it and then try to make it that's still visible as a tiny emote. Like, the funny thing is, the couple of emotes that you put up, like Hype, Love, and Blush, they're actually all the one emote. Cheese Slap is also from those emotes. So the original one was hype. The original emote was hype. And I looked at her when I was drawing her and I thought, you know what, I could probably I could put a heart in here really, really easily. Like, it looks like it would just fit to me as I was drawing it. So the first one was like 7 hours and the second one was like 3 or 4 hours to make, and they were both made from the same emote. And then later I realized that the template would be really good for blushing. Like, it does a little bit of rework and I could make it blushing, right? And so I did that, and then we were having a funny conversation. Snipe was like talking while I was doing the art stream, and he was like, oh, you should like have cheese slap or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? I just made like an orange square. I made a little bit of detail on it and slapped it on her face. And that's how we got cheese slap. But cheese slap and blush looked identical for the most part at the start until I removed some of the blush coloring and opened her mouth for the cheese slap itself. And that way it looked uniquely different, so that when people put it into chat, you could tell which one was being used. Because I did have somebody tell me, they're like, they couldn't tell from the size of the emote at a glance which emote was being used. I'm like, that's fair. Like, let me change it, you know? But yeah, no, that's kind of like how they've all sort of come to be. Let's bring you lot up here away from the shamans, yeah? Oh, man. This is actually, it's actually Aqua, lol. Yeah. She has wobbly lips, I think. Yeah, Aqua had wobbly lips, and it's more like a little zigzaggy thing. And I like using Aqua's emote, or her gif, or whatever you want to call it, when I'm like, I don't know, I guess being bratty about something, and I'm like, I want something, but like, Nick says no. Or like I'm upset and I want to tell my partner that I'm upset or something like that. I use that emote for like both those reasons or whatever, right? And yeah, I don't know, I didn't like her wiggly mouth as much with my character, because I'm like, I wouldn't have like the weird mouth, whereas like mine would be more of like a genuine like hard pout kind of thing. That's why she's pouty. But yeah, like I said, if I could separate the two to have like a kind of like a weepy kind of crying pout, and then have an actual like puffed cheeks kind of bratty kind of tsundere pout. Because like my character and me as a person is pretty tsundere. I know I don't come across like that on stream, but generally I'm like relatively like cold and standoffish and shit, and then I'm pretty nice inside. Like, you guys get the nice inside because I'm streaming and I feel more like just casually open and stuff. But like if I had to in person, it very much like no conversation, kind of cold. I need a drink. Hold on. Oh man, I love the music of Tristram. Mate, back off. Oh man. I think that's the first water I've had tonight. I had the energy drink and I forgot to drink the rest. It's fine. It's good expression to use in chat. Like, I find myself wanting to harumph a lot. Is there a similar one to use? Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah, no, I find, like, there's a few. Like, the, Shocked. Oh, here's Griswold. Oh, I love finding Griswold. Should be difficult, allegedly. I'll find out. I guess because we've got the shaman and everything in here. If I could just remove you lot, there's a special shaman in here. Hold up, let's get the fuck away from this guy. Eliza's in the thick of it because... yeah, of course she is. Alright, well there's my... I'm gonna go back and buy Eliza and she better not die. So my... where is the emote? I like this one. Because, like, a lot of the time when I'm watching stuff and something bad happens in somebody's stream, like, that's a really good one. And I've got two versions of it. I've got the Kelly Venus one and I've got the Kitty Venus one. And originally I was going to make all of my Kitty Venus emotes be tier 2. And it was kind of like an incentive that if you wanted the cat girl ones, you'd have, like, all the tier 2 subs and stuff. Obviously, like, I don't have a lot of slots in Twitch. I only have... like what I've got, and as I was saying yesterday, if I wanted to unlock one new emote and one new animation emote slot, I would need to have 65 sub points, which is either 65, well, I forgot to buy her, either 65 individual tier 1 subs or a combination of tier 1, 2, and 3 subs to make up that amount of points, which is insane. Like, that's a lot of fucking subs, which is not, like, I think the most I ever had was like 50, and that was an extreme event of like a subathon. So there's no way I'm getting close to that to add in an extra emote anytime soon. There you are, mate. So he also teleports, and he's got mana burn and stuff, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, like, if I could add in more emotes, I would draw more monthly art streams, because that's what I used to do. Like, when my emote slots were unlocking initially, I used to do the monthly art stream to add in new emotes, so people had emotes if they're already subbed and stuff like that. As like, you know, you already spent the money to get the thing unlocked, I might as well make the thing so you have something new to play with, kind of thing. But yeah, when I watch, that's the wrong one. When I watch other streamers, like, sometimes they have really cool emotes, and I occasionally get gifted them and stuff. Like Mega Arts is one that I like her emotes, and so I've kind of like made my own variations of those. Like the shocked one that you see, that's one emote, but the difference is more hair, different, obviously different ears, different ribbon thing, attachments and stuff. But the rest of it's pretty much same, right? There you are. But I kind of like loosely based it off something I had seen before, with like hers being shocked, but hers had like the dead white eyes, you know, that you get sometimes in anime. And I didn't like that, because I'm like, I don't want to be like horrified, I just want it to express like, oh god, like no real expression in the eyes, but the expression of shock. I've nearly got him. If they can stay away from Eliza, that is. Come on, mate. Just live her. Yeah, I know I do. But, what's the other one I've got? The Hydrate one is also loosely based off another emote I've seen before, but as I said, I wanted it to be uniquely my own. Like, all of my emotes, there's certain ones like fried squinting. I'd love to have that, but I would have to figure out how to draw my own character with her face and her shape and all that stuff, doing that emotion, not Fry's face shape looking like my character, you know? So every time I draw an emote, it's a fucking challenge. Like, I saw one yesterday when I was drawing. I came across the image that was from probably like 2007 that could really easily do like an excite or something along those lines. Like, I'd like one that's kind of like, you know, amazement, like shocked in a amazement way. I'd really like to have one like that, because like, I know every so often like I do something. It's not that I want to see people like being oppressed or something like that, right? I want people to be able to express themselves in chat if they have the emotes, you know? And so like, being able to draw the thing so that people can express themselves if they have the subs and stuff. And like, I'm only allowed 5 free slots, which is where you get the follower emotes. And I put like wings and stuff in there and my old original emotes and stuff, because I know that my original ones didn't really have much to it. They were mostly just words. And the wings, I kind of feel like the wings, because there's 2 of them, right? I feel like a bit of a rip putting them under a cape thing. And a lot of people seem to use them anyway, like just the follower wings, which is kind of nice. So like, they use them with all their own emotes and stuff, which is really cool. There is a dude down here somewhere. I know he is. Oh, that's one of the Moon Clan guys. Night Clan, sorry. Eliza, you gotta get out there. Yeah, I don't know. There's a whole heap of different motions. I literally have a list of words or expressions that I want to draw. I don't want to get too close to pain, but there's definitely a few here. Holy shit, that thing does 3! Hang on a ticket, what are you? No, I don't want to hit him. Fucking move away from him. Actually, let's just run away, because Eliza's in the thick of it. Come with me, Eliza. Holy hell, that thing was doing 3! I even have mana for this? I do not. Look at the boy. Yeah, I don't. I'm not picking up any health or anything in here. Like, I could probably take it out. Like, I could take this guy out. He might be far enough away. I don't run out of arrows before I do anything else. But, I don't know. I've got a list of different emotes that I would like to make eventually. But I also don't kind of want to make them and just have them sitting there already pre-made and not have the slot unlocked. Like, I don't want to... I've said this before, but like, I feel weird for being like, oh, I've made something like it needs to be unlocked now kind of thing. Like I said, like 65 to unlock one is a bit rich, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, if I've worked on it, I want people to use it. If I can't put it in for people to use, it sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to manually do this. Hey, dropping totes. Come in. What are you up to? What are you drumming away? I think you're drumming away. Hold on. Yeah, it's the fucking bongo cat thing. I couldn't quite see it. I saw it on my screen. Oh, there you are. I saw it on my screen a lot better than that. I don't think I'll be able to bite you close. No. Not at all. I'm gonna be all ranged for this. I want to see what he is. Demon or enchanted, multiple shots, yeah. Extra strong, immune to fight. Who's doing cold, though? Unless he's cold or enchanted or something. That could be what he's doing. Maybe. Oh yeah, I got to play around with the brain strain pepper fucking dust shit. You know, the chili salt stuff that I bought on the weekend? I got to put that on the rice that I had left over yesterday. I forgot to say. Let me go back. I gotta get help. Yeah, I ended up getting to use it independently. It made my, like, rice little, origiri stuff so good. I like little rice balls. I made, like, okay, I made habanero chili oil with sesame oil and soy sauce and Benico flakes and stuff. And then I mixed that all through the rice, so it was like fully all through it, right? So no bite was unseasoned. And then on top of that, I put just a little bit of the brain strain, extremely spicy fucking stuff, the salt on top of it, because, you know, rice, you can add a bit of salt to it and it just like intensifies it, makes it better. So it made it better, it also made it super flavorful, and it also made it like spicy. So it was like all the wins. But yeah, I had that yesterday. I don't feel bad about expensive emotes. Keep building your channel and watch you prosper. I will, and thank you. Those are very kind words. I don't know. I say this sometimes because, like, the duality of streaming, and I've said this a few times recently, and I don't know if, like, it's misunderstood or something, but when you stream, streaming is not like a regular job, right? And streaming is my job, right? It's my career path thing. It's my income source, right? And when you stream, when you go live, there is at no point an obligation for anybody to spend any money on your channel or even turn up, right? But the thing is, when you go live as a streamer, you spend time and money and effort, and if you were to do that in a regular 9-to-5 job, regardless of if you felt 100% or regardless of if you had a day off or something like that, a 9-to-5 job would still pay you regardless of like how well you worked or how long you worked or, you know, what you did, stuff like that, right? So it's very different in that sense. And I don't feel comfortable asking people to fund me. That's why I tried to make YouTube monetized, in the sense of like ads funding me, so that nobody ever has to open their wallet to support me and stuff, which means that I have the freedom to just do what I do and enjoy doing what I do and whatever, right? So yeah, like YouTube's now monetized and I'm getting very close to a payment, hopefully in like maybe the next month. But yeah, I've kind of like broached on the topic a couple of times, but I haven't said it how I've wanted to say it, so it's understood. that like I appreciate everything that everybody does for me, whether it's literally just lurking or like letting an ad run or physically actually monetarily supporting me and stuff. But I still feel personally awkward purposely making things and being like, hey, here's an incentive to like buy a sub or something like that, because like, or to, you know, unlock a emote slot or something like that, because it is a lot of money to people and to me and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because I haven't got a chance to ever actually say that clearly. Like I'm always in like the thick of a battle or halfway through a thought or something like that, and it always just comes out as either I'm sad and depressed about the fact that like I don't really earn anything, or that I feel uncomfortable and I can't explain why. So yeah, now I get a chance to say that. I need to put that right back where that was so you can play with that. It sounds delicious. Yummy. Yeah, it was pretty good. The thing was like the spice like worked for ages. I also then had my spicy 2 times fire noodles afterwards as well, and they were like pretty much on par for it. So it's all around about the same spice level, I think. Jesus Christ, this guy. I don't know what's freezing me. It's got to be his aura. I feel that Twitch should pay streamers based on their hours, at least by minimum. Well, my only thing with that... I'm out of health. My only thing with that is that I feel like that would get abused in the sense that like somebody would just start up a stream and regardless of if they were there or doing anything, like, do you know, I don't know if you've ever seen on TikTok, when I scroll on TikTok, I occasionally come past like literally just somebody sitting there with a sign saying like comment or donate or like cheer or something like that, and I'll say something or I'll do something and they literally just sit there doing nothing, staring at the camera for ages. And I feel like that's how somebody would abuse the minimum wage effect, is that it would just kind of like be, you could go live and earn money for literally just maybe not even looking at the camera or not even being on the camera or not even doing anything. Like you could literally just leave it on, I don't know, you could point a camera at the sun and be like, stare at the sun 12-hour stream or something like that. I'm thinking obviously the most ridiculous possible choices that you can get, but like somebody out there would be like, that's a fantastic idea. You know, that's kind of how I like look at it and stuff. I get like $14 at least an hour for door dashing, which isn't much, but it's something. It is something. That's the point, is you get something for your effort. Even if it isn't much, it's still something. But yeah, streaming is a very humble industry in the sense that not to expect anything ever from anyone, anywhere ever. So anything is always appreciated. Fucking hell, I'm frozen as hell. Eliza's gonna die. Hold up. Let's get your health. Eliza, come with me. I don't know if she's gonna get out of there, but if I can get her away from there. There we go. Take a decoy over there and let me stand back. Ish. I need to get in a spot where he's not hitting me and the decoy is working and Eliza's helping me. This should work here. Oh, many. Oh, man. Congrats on your YouTube channel. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so after I stream, I edit my videos and stuff and they go up onto YouTube, like, usually within a month, right? It's usually 3 weeks to 4 weeks they go up on YouTube, so people can watch them in more bite-sized, sort of, you know, 30 minutes videos and stuff like that, so that, you can kind of just watch it casually at your own pace, or put it on fast forward, or skip through anything you don't want to see and stuff like that. And yeah, any ads and stuff that play go towards helping support me in the long run and making sure that like I have some stability. Will you fuck off, please? I'm trying to summon something for you. Yeah, they go towards like helping me have stability and stuff and income and stuff. So yeah, it all matters. It all adds up and stuff. Oh, finally, that guy was something. Now that I'm not frozen, I can move around, and I got some health out of that too, which is great. Not much, but I got some. I accidentally got health in the wrong aisle there. Maybe I have a minimum amount based on the amount of viewers. That could be difficult though. Like, I understand the ideas and stuff. It would be great if there was a way to kind of like sort it out. That, like, there's something. But at the same time, like, I don't mind the capacity of, like, I don't know, occasionally getting something unexpected out of the blue and stuff. Like, understand, I'm not complaining about, like, that. It's more so that I think a lot of people maybe have a misunderstanding about when you go live. A lot of people will expect that if you go live, you're going to have people turn up and people are definitely going to throw money at you and all sorts of shit, right? When it's not necessarily the case. A lot of people stream to no one, or only like 1 or 2 people, you know? That is the majority. There is a few mega channels, absolute super channels out there. They have like thousands of people. Like, even just having a few hundred people, I can't even imagine actually streaming to a few hundred people. Mind you, I don't have a view account, so I never know who's here. Like, I could have a few hundred, just like nobody's talking. I don't know. Like, I hope not. Let's get you free.
Deckard Cain, go to the rogues' camp without delay.
Ah, I love that. This place is mostly already cleared out, which is great. What else? Sleep streams or things like that shouldn't be a thing. I don't know. Sleep streams and stuff like that, like, I don't know if that brings people comfort and peace. Like, I consider it to be the same thing as, you know, when you sit down to eat and you put a video on and you just kind of like watch somebody do what they do while you have a meal and stuff. I consider it to be the same kind of thing. Like, some people derive comfort from like laying down and seeing somebody sleep while they're going to sleep and stuff. Like, it brings them a sense of comfort. Or in some cases there's entertainment where you get like the creepy streams and stuff where like you have like some kind of like axe murderer dude or something standing over somebody and it's like, oh god, keep an eye on him or something like that. It's like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, I don't know. Like, everybody likes different things. Everybody finds entertainment in different sources. Like, as I've said, I literally said this just a couple of days ago that, like, literally I started streaming because a doctor asked me would I consider streaming because I seem to be very interesting to like listen to talk about all these games and stuff, and I'm like, that's awesome. And but like, I was like, I don't think anybody will want to listen to me, I'm not that interesting. And he's like, there's bigger followings with less interesting content out there. And the first thing that crossed my mind was literally the ASMR streams where somebody sits there stirring a bowl of ice cubes and water, and there's thousands of people watching this and listening to it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, it's not my jam, that's for sure, but a lot of people like it. So, like, if a bowl of ice can be entertaining, holy shit, standards. I should be okay. I should be at least marginally more interesting than a bowl of ice. I would want to hope. So, like, thoughts like that, I don't know. What else is that? Twitch already kind of does that though. When you get partner, you get better ad rates, but more sponsor opportunities, and it's not a salary, but it's incentive stream to make good content for them. Otherwise, people would just abuse the system constantly. So it's really hard to get partner, but you have to have 75 average watchers. So like, even though I've got like 400 odd people following me on Twitch, if all of them suddenly decided to turn up and watch me every single stream for the entire duration of stream for a month, I would automatically get partner, because I already qualify for the amount of time streamed and the amount of days streamed that's required to get it. But also affiliate has, to get affiliate you have to have at least 3 people watching you consistently on average throughout the month, and you have to have streamed for so many days and so many hours and have at least 50 followers to be able to get affiliate and stuff. So like, there's barriers before you can even get to monetize. YouTube was the longest one for me because I had to have 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours, and like, to get both of those, I think there was something else too. I had to have at least like 3 uploads a month or something on average, which I already do. But like, the rest of it, like, I had the subscribers, but to get the watch hours, people had to watch my videos, and they had to watch enough of my videos to qualify and shit over the period of time. Once we got past the year, the hours on the first videos that were watched started being removed off the numbers and being replaced by the new days that were replacing them a year later. So it's like a constant uphill battle. If you're not experienced, or you can't make much content, or you're not good, or you've got health issues or time constraints or anything getting in the way, it puts a huge barrier to even getting monetized. And it's a lot of work. Like, imagine doing a year's worth of work for no money. Imagine that for a second. Could you do it? Could you honestly say that you could commit to a job for one whole year without income? Because that's what I've done. That's what a lot of YouTubers and a lot of streamers do. I'm not trying to be boastful or some shit like that. Like, literally, this is what people have to do to get in there, to start a channel. That's literally what it is. I'm just going to listen to them talk for a second, then I'll read through the rest of the comments.
You have risked your life to rescue Cain. For that we thank you. You must seek his counsel immediately.
I will seek his counsel immediately. But actually, I don't have to identify that. She gave me a good ring though. I'll have a look at that. Not right now. I'll probably have a look at the ring and the boots next.
As a token of my gratitude, I will identify items for you at no charge. Regrettably, I could do nothing to prevent the disaster which devastated Tristram. It would appear that our greatest fears have come to pass. Diablo, the Lord of Terror, has once again been set loose upon the world. As you know, some time ago, Diablo was slain beneath Tristram, and when our hero emerged triumphant from the labyrinth beneath town, we held a grand celebration that lasted several days. Yet, as the weeks passed, our hero became increasingly aloof. He kept his distance from the rest of the townsfolk and seemed to lapse into a dark, brooding depression. I thought that perhaps his ordeal had been so disturbing that he simply could not put it out of his mind. The hero seemed more tormented every passing day. I remember he awoke many times, screaming in the night, always something about the East. One day he simply left, and shortly thereafter Tristram was attacked by legions of foul demons. Many were slain, and the demons left me to die in that cursed cage. I believe now that Tristram's hero was that dark wanderer who passed this way before the monastery fell. I fear even worse, my friend. I fear that Diablo has taken possession of the hero who sought to slay him. If true, Diablo will become more powerful than ever before. You must stop him, or all will be lost.
Yeah, I love the storyline as well of 1 and 2. I love the fact that, and I think it might have just taken me until now to realize that the Wanderer is from the original game, is your original hero. I don't know why this has taken me so long. Like I said, this is the thing I'm appreciating so much about getting to play Diablo 2 again, and being an adult and having like, oh god, it's actually okay, having like my second and third time, because it's now hell, being a chance to actually listen to the story and piece it all together. Because like, as I said, like I've formed much of an opinion about this game when I was a child, and it's been much the same throughout my life, and now I'm just kind of noticing it all, kind of thing, you know? So it's kind of, it's insane to think that the original hero, the original Tristram, like he literally came up, they partied, and then like Diablo had basically taken over him, and then from there he wandered into Diablo 2 and my story begins and stuff. I think it's awesome. I'm going to look at the shoes and the ring next week because I'm already well and truly over stream, so I'm going to go to just chatting now instead, and I'll finish reading your comments and stuff.